Also, apart from the fact that I hated the fact that you guys had to bring a baby into this whole shit thing, but another person that I really hated was 222. You see that her number is scarred in my brain, because why are you stupid like that? Like, are you serious? 222, you knew you were pregnant, you knew you were like halfway gone, and you came on this show. I don't know. I don't get it. Like, I hated that 222 girl so much that she was the cause of a lot of issues in that show. Number one, you allowed my transgender guy to die. You allowed grandma to die. You allowed grandma to kill her son. You again, you had the child. You were so problematic, 222. You were so problematic that you were my biggest problem in this entire show. That's one. Who else did I really hate in that show? Let's not even start with the baby daddy. You see that guy, whatever his number is, I can't remember. But you see the guy that has that baby, that 222's baby daddy, there's a special place in hellfire for you. I feel like there's a special place in hellfire for you, that guy. Like, who behaves like that? In charge of the kind of things that are being aired, I will ban season 3 Squid Game. I will ban it. I will ban it. I will ban it completely, because you guys can do a lot of things. You get it? Already, I feel like this, yeah, it's a show, but like, with Squid Game, there's so much lesson to be learned from this Squid Game. And I think one thing this show has tried to put out there is that, do you still have hope in humanity? I think that was just what it was. And I think that was what 456, he's 456 right here. 456 is the main guy. I can't say their names. I think his name is Soul or something. But I think that was what 456 was trying to tell the, the bad guys of this show, that, no matter what, I'm not gonna give up. But yo, see, even so self, he gave up on himself, but that's fine. But I kind of get the message with this whole show. Like, see how far people are willing to go. Like, even when it got to a point where they had some money and they could have split the money, they still refused because they felt like this will not cover my debt. One of Squid Game started, it was more like, ooh, this is funny, this is a joke, oh my god, this is interesting. But then when we saw season 2 and now looking at season 3 of Squid Game, I'm like, this shit is deep, it is so intense, and how far humans are willing to go. I think when the Bible said the love of money, something root of all evil, I think the Bible knew what it was saying when it said that. But I just did not like a lot of things about Squid Game season 3. I feel like they should have just ended at 2, found a way to piece it together and just put a stop. There were a lot of characters that pissed me off so much. I don't know their names, I don't remember their numbers, but you see 222, I will never forget 222. Why? Why do you bring problems to this world and you put your problem on other people? Who breathe? And secondly, let's talk about 456. Why the bloody hell did you come back? Like, let's have that conversation. Why did you come back? What was your plan? What did you want to do exactly? You see, this hero complex thing is a real thing. The guy just had hero complex. Take that money, you say 222. You were the cause of a lot of problems in this show. You and your choices. One moral lesson I did learn from Squid Game would be the fact that whatever decision we make in life, whatever consequences that comes from it or with it, we are going to carry it. But in this case, 222 decided to go and kill herself. You killed yourself and you left your problem for everybody else. Why? I don't get it. Like, a lot of characters pissed me off. I felt like there was a lot of slow. At some point, it just seemed so everybody was just slow, especially when they were doing the hide and seek. When they did the hide and seek, I was so angry by that hide and seek because I felt like everybody was just slow. Everybody was just being so slow. Why? I remember the first Squid Game. I was like, what kind of crazy stuff is this? I was like, green light, red light, red light, green light. And now, what is this? What have you done? What is this thing that people just did? And putting that baby there was a very, very terrible idea. You guys could have done anything else. You could have done something else. You could have figured something else. But saying the baby should be part of that game, maybe I'm being sentimental. Maybe I'm being a bit too mushy emotionally. Maybe I'm being too, I don't know what it is. But I hated Squid Game season 3 so much that I don't know how I'm going to recover from that. But maybe some of you might have a different opinion. You might love it, you might not. And let me tell you one final thing that pissed me off so much about this show. I feel like when they got to the end, they didn't know what else to do. They didn't know what to put together. They didn't know how they were going to make this thing fire. They just did that nonsense at the end. That was nonsense. That was total nonsense. They just did it at the end. And Anyway, hands down, trash, trash, trash. You see you 222. You are lucky. You are lucky you are just a character anyway. Because if you were a real person, 222, that